Airport drama hits a whole new level when a woman absolutely loses it on her boyfriend in public. We're talking full-blown meltdown, screaming, chaos, and a ton of shocked people. Let's break it all down.
Pushing me through the airport to make a flight! Because of you!
I don't like where this is going.
Like literally because of you. You are the rudest, most worst person I've ever met in my life.
The scene alone would be a reason to walk away from that relationship.
And you can't even have accountability ever.
Shut the up!
That's what I'm saying, sorry, but you mind your business, walk the fuck away, you learn? Hi! Like, you loser. I will drop dead, and I never want to do anything to you ever again. Escalate the situation until I get to this point!
I understand that every couple has their arguments, but here in public is just wrong.
Don't look at me either! Like, why is it funny? It's funny! It's funny! I hate you!
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
Bro, you're a weird too. Like, it's not funny. Like, bro, I hate you.
She called a random guy weird for looking at her, while she's the one screaming in public.
You're a loser! You're a loser! Dude, I hate you, and you're a loser. Dude, no, you are rushing me to get point the point I literally got sick. You.
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help!
You're good because of you. I hate you.
Honestly, we're just really stressed because I thought.
This guy has too much patience on his hands.
We're just stressed.
If she's like this in public, imagine what she's like behind closed doors. To be honest, that's something I'm afraid to imagine. The way no one was stepping in is just disappointing.
Guys, so I just walk into my apartment, right? And I see this letter on the table and it says, "We are done. Don't text me ever again." And I guess now my so-called ex-girlfriend completely destroys my whole room, knocks my canvases off the wall, broke my gaming chair, smashed every single one of my monitors, broke my brand new PlayStation 5.
This is the worst thing that someone can do to a man. And it's to mess with our computers or consoles.
To break a man's ego. Again, I didn't do this. I didn't write this. 1, I'm not mad. I'm just losing interest.
That's tough. That's
Whoa.
tough.
Whoa.
That's tough.
I know. Okay, here's another one. If I'm too much for you, you're just not enough.
Yeah, this is just like taking it right to the...
I know. Oh, this is my favorite one. I'm gonna use this one
Damn,
one day.
these are
Hopefully I don't
rough.
have to, but this would be such a, like,
If a guy said this to me, my ego would be
Yeah.
crushed.
No,
this
this
is
one
not
I
for just
love.
guys. This is for guys and girls.
This one I love. And this is for the girlies that double dip into men, which we've all been victim of, going backtracking, and you're just, you know, finding yourself in the same pattern.
It's better to walk away rather than play these games, and men know this very well.
Mr. Pickle, I'm looking at you. Okay? This is my favorite line. You keep coming back, so obviously I'm not the problem.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh.
Ooh.
Tell you this, anyone that posts stuff out of pettiness because you're hurt on social media, don't.
I agree with her. These games will lead to nothing but wasted time.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. You can do it, you can do it. All that talk you talk, let's do it.
Yeah, shut the f up. I ain't like you. I don't need you in the background
Yo,
talking
chill.
shit for me to work out.
Chill,
I
man.
need to work out without you talking with.
Calm
Fuck
down.
them.
Yo, chill.
Stop it. Get some help.
To us men, nothing hurts more than being disrespected and insulted, especially in public in front of strangers.
I wish you would help me, Carlos. I wish you would help me. It's gonna make me wish. I wish you would help me. I wish.
You look confused the entire time we're here.
Anyone would be confused if their partner started to act this way in public.
And it's cool. I mean,
I've never had this done before. And you won't help me.
I feel bad for the guy. He looks like he's doing more than his best to calm the situation, but it's getting worse.
Sorry, son of. Sorry, son of.
What the is this piece of shit?
Yeah, so I'm American and I don't understand a single word that this says.
I understand we can feel stress in these situations, but she has no right to act this way and to insult him and his mother. It's enough to make a man walk away.
Stop it. Get some help.
Start screaming and have someone get you away from it.
I hate you for doing this to me. This is my first flight and you're doing this to me.
I can't imagine having to travel and suddenly my partner acts this way. It's like a lucid nightmare.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Huh?
What are you doing? Thought you were working.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
This is the main reason why many men prefer to not talk about their feelings.
It's wire. It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this it's not a piece of, a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying.
Okay, I'm done.
This guy was sharing something that meant the world to him, but she didn't understand it and chose to make fun of him. It's the reason why men protect their feelings.
You rather cross paths with a man or a bear in the forest?
A bear wouldn't ask me questions like that.
Yes, he would just have dinner, no questions asked.
And secondly, there's only 3 to 5 bear deaths a year, and there's about like 15,000, I think, from males per year. So if it's a random man, statistically, I'm more likely to get harmed by... You said random man, random bear. Why would I not listen to statistics?
So your answer is bear, though? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
It's interesting, though. You've made a criticism of me of generalizing women. You know what I find more egregious than that? If you choose bear over man, you're making a generalization about men to the point that you think it's safer to be in a forest.
I really don't.
Stop. With a random bear over a random man. That is misandry. That is man-hating.
My first thing I said was a joke. I said because
It's not a place to make jokes like that.
And
it's a temperature check to see if you're a...
I'm not...
You literally would rather be in the forest. You'd rather
not
be alone.
serious.
Yes, you are, because you said based off statistics.
Statistically, yes. And if I actually went in person, no. By myself, no.
Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages.
Here, can you no, this is 450. 450.
Just to explain, this lady was called 10 times for her flight, but came late. And the funny part is her demanding for the plane to be back.
Hi, do you have a Xanax? That's what I need. Yeah. I want to go home. I just want to go home. I've been here so long. I want to go home.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I want to sleep now. I heard. Yeah, that'd be great. I'll be on boat there. Perfect. I don't want to be here anymore. I've been trying to be the 3 days, and that's the only place I had. We didn't get on it. My jaws are gonna get fired. You're right there.
You serious? The chances for her winning the lottery are greater than that plane coming back. You know what they say, you snooze, you lose.
Your wife's nagging you. It's annoying. We can just all agree on that, okay? But she's nagging you because you're not meeting her needs. And if most men that have a nagging wife were to be honest with you, like I am always 100% transparent, they'd say the same thing. And so she starts to nag me, then that gets annoying. And instead of fixing and listening to her and taking instruction from her in the form of nagging, maybe she went about it the wrong way, but I was obviously not meeting her needs, and so she was frustrated. When they start to nag you, they're actually trying to guide you. That's like God's using a woman to guide you to the things that you're supposed to do.
I don't think so.
And it's so annoying that a lot of it just flies over our heads.
I can understand that sometimes it's in a way to help, but some other times, they sadly do it to annoy the person on purpose.
So I'll just shut the up.
What's that?
I'll just shut the up for good now, huh? Yeah, you want that? Yeah? We are over, you
Yes! Hell yeah!
I hope that you choke on a piece of concrete and literally go to hell.
I bet that guy is finally at peace not having to deal with this.
I will see you in hell, you you liar, you manipulator. You goddamn wish you would have played your cards right with me. You asshole!
Yeah.
Well.
To each story, there are two sides. Right now, she makes him sound like the bad person, but the way she's acting makes me think that there is more to it than she's saying.
Tell you all the things that you should be doing.
Oh my God.
You have a mattress out there for 2 months. Every day I tell you throw away that mattress and you don't throw away the mattress. The mattress is out there looking like we in the hood. That's what it looks like.
I haven't had time.
Yes, you've had. Every day you have time. That's an excuse.
I just sit here doing nothing while you go work all day.
This is when I say that you overboard. You take it overboard and just the whole thing. Yo, just come do the dishes y ya. Or throw away the trash or something. Stop recording. Just be proactive.
Working all day is already a lot of effort, and once we come back home, we're drained, especially the men who work hard labor.
Women have an aloof button. They can make themselves very aloof because they can. There's no rhyme or reason she will love you until she doesn't. She can love you last weekend, but this weekend, spend time with another man. That's what you have to deal with as a man. And then when you try to reach out to her, she's aloof. What did I do? She plays. I didn't do anything wrong. And that's gaslighting you.
It's manipulation at its finest.
When actually what she did was offensive and disrespectful to you.
I'm not going to thank my husband for putting a new trash bag into the trash can. I'm not going to thank him for putting his clothes in the hamper. I'm not going to thank him for unloading the dishwasher. I'm not going to thank him for changing a diaper. I'm not going to thank him for cleaning a toilet. I'm not going to thank him for making the bed. I'm not going to thank him for doing any of the things that just come with living in a house.
You're awful.
If he would have to do it, if I didn't live here, if he lived by himself and that was still a required task, I'm not saying thank you.
But she forgot the fact that she's benefiting from what he's doing. Even if he would have done it without her, she needs to appreciate it and thank him, because we men like when we're being praised and rewarded instead of being demanded like we owe it to the other person.
That is just part of existing in a functioning home.
I'm not sure where this line of thought came from, that if we say thank you or show any type of gratitude, that we are enabling lazy men and that we will end up receiving less. Ladies, that is not how men work. And could you imagine if a man took the same line of thought and he decided he would no longer praise you for caring for your children, for making dinner, or for doing housework? Men are results driven, which is why gratitude, even for the small things, goes a long way. And withholding gratitude simply because you feel entitled to those things or actions is a recipe for disaster.
People who think that being kind and grateful is a weakness are deeply wrong.
I would rather pick up my husband's dirty laundry that he leaves right next to the basket, clean up all the beard hair that he leaves in the sink, pick up the dirty boots that he leaves all over the floor for every day for the rest of my life, rather than never seeing him come through that door ever again. And I know I'm not his mother, but it is my job to serve and take care of my husband. And guess what? He takes care of me. Now, I could complain all day about the fact that my husband leaves all this stuff all over the place and he doesn't pick up after himself, which he does. Sometimes he comes home from a long day and he doesn't have the strength to put his clothes in the basket after a long day. Sometimes the world wears on him so hard that sometimes all he can do is kick off his boots at the front door. And you know what? As a wife, I have two options. I can get really mad about it. I can nag him, can get upset at him, or I could just serve my husband out of love and respect, because that's what we're called to do as wives. And the verse said, it's better to live on a roof of a house than in a home with a nagging wife.
I like this one. I love her way of thinking. And this will go greatly both ways. Instead of nagging and making our partner feel bad, we can help and support them. Because in the end, it's better to make these little sacrifices than to lose the person to arguments.
Are providers, so go do that job, go learn a trade, go do something, you know?
Well, you said that that's all they're good for.
Yeah.
And what are you good for?
A lot of things.
Like?
I'm funny, I'm smart.
No. Demonstrated that yet.
Okay, well, that's your
neither
opinion.
Of those qualities
I'm a
of
musician,
either
I
funny or
dance.
You
the
dance?
The list goes on and on.
What a great quality. You can dance. What do you bring to the table, though?
What do I bring to the table?
Yeah.
I'm smart.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying?
I'm funny. I'm attractive. I have talent.
You're really bringing to the table. You're just kind of consuming resources, right?
I mean,
help
if you want to
assist with
hear
the building of society.
the answer that I could be domesticated and I can cook and clean and do all that, I can.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is what value are you bringing to society?
By being me, I don't
being
know.
you. I'm enough.
I am enough.
You serious? I agree that we're all special and worth it, but that is not an excuse to bring nothing and expect royal treatment from everyone else.
When I was young, I made the mistake of talking about my husband to others in a not so nice way whenever he did something that I didn't like. I didn't realize at the time that I wasn't preserving my relationship. I was actually tearing it down. Worse, it affected how others saw him. Then, of course, I looked like a fool when we were back in good graces. This is why thoughtless speech is dangerous. Instead of airing out your issues to anyone who will listen, focus on words that heal and build up your relationship.
I love the fact that she learned from her mistakes.
Sure, having a confidant is important, but choose wisely and don't let frustration lead you to tarnish the one that you're supposed to protect. So the next time you open your mouth about your spouse, ask if you are healing or breaking down your partner with the words that you are saying, and then choose wisely.
That's why I say, when a woman starts disrespecting you, the relationship is over.
If you won the lottery?
Yes. I won the lottery.
I would take half of it.
Okay.
And then I'd leave you, never talk to you again, and live on a private island by myself.
Okay, it's creepy.
What's that, brother?
So what if I were to tell you that I've won the lottery and it was a scratcher and I won $40? So here's half. And how about you get out of my car?
At least he was generous enough to give her half.
Gonna leave me now?
Hell, I'm proud of you.
Hell, I'm proud of you too, Dad.
As soon as they step out of line, disrespectful, you correct and check. And there needs to be a consequence of some sort. You know, hey, I don't deal with that kind of stuff. Tigers are very much on respect, pride, because they don't need lady tigers. The lady tigers, understand something. Relationally, tigers are different. And see, a lot of women dated tiger types when they were in their prime. And they say they want lion types, but yet their mindset is set up for tiger. Why is this important? Because you as a man need to understand what you are.
I think the whole point he's trying to make is to know yourself and to never let anyone ruin that for you.
Oh, it's classic.
I bet many men can relate to this without needing to explain it.
Babe, what's all that attitude you've been giving me today, all day long?
I'm not having this conversation with you, Daniel.
Like, you're gonna go sleep in this mood and not tell me what it is?
Because you should know already, babe.
What do you mean I should know? I haven't even done anything.
We are not mind readers.
You haven't even apologised for them.
How can I apologise?
So if you don't know what you're apologising for, then you're obviously not sorry, are you? You shouldn't have to be told what to say sorry for. That's pathetic.
Yeah, but I ain't got a clue what it is. And obviously now, you wouldn't make me my tea. I like your teas, only your teas, and I can't have one.
So you're just approaching me because you want a cup of tea?
No, I'm just saying.
No, babe, that's literally what you've just said.
I can't remember doing anything, babe, honestly.
You literally told me you was going to see Bad Boys when we always go cinema together.
No way, that's what it is.
I'm going to a dreaded dentist appointment. Getting 2 teeth taken out, meanwhile you're going to be sitting in the cinema living it up.
Can't he live his life? The world moves on and time stops for no one.
I'm not living it up, babe. It's only going to be chilling there in the big seat with a chocolate cake and a drink. That's not living it up.
Babe, have you heard what you've just said? I'm getting 2 teeth taken out. And you're talking about chocolate cake and cokes.
What the hell are you talking about? Common thing women use as an example when they're off, when they're rude, when they're disrespectful, maybe disobedient. I was on my menses. With all due respect, sister, when you're on your menses, are you rude to your neighbor? Are you rude to a person on the street? Are you even rude to your dad? Why are you rude to your husband?
That's actually a great point. Just ask how they behave with their boss.
Why do you feel like your husband, you can violate him and disrespect him just because you're on your menses? That's what I say to the sister. It's unacceptable. I'll look at the brother though and I'll say, but it's understandable.
If your wife feels like she can control you, like she's the one in charge, she's the boss, she's the one wearing the pants, she does not respect you. And if she does not respect you, then what happens is she loses that attraction to you, especially in a sexual way.
It's true. Many couples stop being intimate. And if asked, it's all about the respect. Respect makes us attracted and love each other. So without it, the relationship is over.
In order for you to preserve that respect, that admiration, you have to make sure that she doesn't feel like she has that control over you. You don't allow her to turn you into that beta, that yes man, that guy who's always bending over backwards to serve her wants and whims.
A lot of women also find a reason to argue with men all the time for no reason, because they feel like if that man is emotionally invested in them through arguing, that they feel some type of connection. But men don't want to argue with you.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
They don't think that. You know, that's not what they want to do. They don't want to argue with you. Okay? They just want to be at peace. They want to know everything is good, everything is balanced. You know, you're not trying to get them to feel all emotional and in their feelings with you, because some people aren't comfortable with sharing every detail of their life.
I never thought that I would agree with her on something, but she made a good point here. We do not like arguments. We just want peace.
And how they think and how they feel at the same time and about each other. That's too much, you know? So stop doing all that crap. You don't have to talk about everything to a man. That's not what he's for. Okay?
My husband talked to me the way that I talk to him sometimes. I would be in a literal puddle. Like, sometimes I am so mean to that man, and he's always so kind. And I know that if he ever returned the same words and the same tone, I would cry.
Brother, what's that?
Which leads me to think, like, why is it okay that I talk to him that way? Because I love him.
If she truly loved him, she would have respected him more and not treated him in a mean way. Because to men, love equals respect.
Because if he were to talk to me the way that I talk to him, I'd be questioning if he loved me. So, yeah. I love that man. I gotta speak kindness into that man. Which I do.
I hope she treats that man better, because if she keeps disrespecting him, he will soon be gone.
Which I do.
So that was a f***ing lie.
Women hate
comfortable, man. They just, women hate, if they see you comfortable. No, listen.
This guy is brave for playing these jokes for his wife.
If a woman sees you comfortable, oh, it does something to them on the inside. Let me tell you, if a woman comes from work and she got some groceries, and the first thing she sees when she come in the house is you laying on the sofa, comfortable. My God, when she comes in, her whole face, man.
And this means she's a keeper if she can laugh at your jokes. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.